everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, how are you? Happy holidays.
I'm doing good. Happy holidays to you, too. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped for Christmas break. Yeah, can't wait.
Totally. Nice little week and a half off. Nothing better.
So good.
And speaking of time off and the holiday season, this is actually going to be our final On a Couch Talking Sports of 2017.
That's it.
That's right. After tonight, we are going to be off until after the first of the year, and then we will be back with some exciting new episodes in 2018. So very much looking forward to it, and hope everybody out there has a safe and happy holiday season and new year. And
enjoy, guys.
But so tonight what we wanted to do was we wanted to get in the On a Couch time machine and go all the way back to our first episode of 2017, all the way back in January, where, if you remember, Kyle and I were joined on a different couch by our buddy Doug, and we each made 3 predictions for the 2017 calendar year in terms of sports. And so what we wanted to do tonight was sort of go back and revisit those predictions and see which ones we got right and which ones we got wrong.
What happened? Let's see.
Yeah,
How accurate were we?
I have
That's the question.
I have taken it upon myself to type up the list of each of the 3 predictions. I actually went back and did this last night. I literally watched last night that episode and literally just jotted down each of our 3 predictions and whether or not they come true or not. So, if you're ready, let's find out how psychic we actually are. So we'll start with our buddy Doug, who unfortunately could not be here tonight. We invited him on, but he had other obligations, which we understand.
Something about family things. Who has time for family?
Yeah, I know. On a couch is more
especially
important.
On Christmas?
On a couch is more important than your family, Doug.
Yeah, how could you?
Sorry, that was really mean. Yeah, that was really mean.
We love you, man.
Yeah, we love your family.
Family first. That's how we think.
Yeah,
too, so
no.
okay.
Happy holidays to the to Doug's family. Really, we don't hate you. I promise. But we still wanted to. We will start out, I should say, with Doug's predictions. And Doug's first prediction, if you remember, was that Claude Julien, then head coach of the Boston Bruins, would be fired. And sure enough, fast forward, it might have even been like a month or so after that, Claude Julien was indeed fired as head coach of the Boston Bruins. And so certainly helped turn that team around a little bit as they were able to get some good momentum going into the playoffs. Unfortunately, lost in the first round, but did a good job under now full head coach, then interim head coach Bruce Cassidy, and now Claude Julien coaching the Montreal Canadiens. So interesting how those sort of things play out.
Wow, that's crazy.
But yeah, so Doug,
right to the enemy.
So Doug,
right to the enemy.
Doug was
AKA my ally.
Yeah, Doug. Yeah, exactly. Well, nobody cares about your Canadians, as we've pointed out many times on this episode, or on this show, I should say. But yeah, so Doug was correct that Claude Julien will be fired. So props to you, Doug. Nailed it.
Ready? Nailed it.
Yeah. So Doug's next prediction was that the Red Sox would win the World Series in 2017. And unfortunately, despite all of our hopes that it would happen, the Red Sox lost in the first round of the playoffs to the Houston Astros, who ended up winning the World Series.
Oh, yeah.
But, the Red Sox, struggled a bit down the stretch, had some inconsistency, and
it was Poppy's last season, too, right?
That was in 2016.
That was 27. Oh, wow. Was that long ago? Jeez.
Yeah,
sorry,
it was over a year ago, yeah.
Okay, never mind.
But,
forget I said anything about that.
Strike that from the record. But no, so unfortunately, the Red Sox were not able to make it to and or win the World Series.
Oh, wow.
And then the next one, the third and final prediction by Doug, was that the Celtics would make a big trade within the next month or two of that broadcast, and unfortunately that did not come true. The Celtics did make some big signings and trades in the offseason, signing Gordon Hayward and then trading for Kyrie Irving, but unfortunately in that time period where it was sort of coming up on the NBA trade deadline at the time, no such luck. Trader Danny stood pat, and it ended up being okay because Celtics still made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. So obviously, wasn't a huge deal. And obviously, like I said, this offseason, the Celtics definitely definitely made up for it, but again, by signing Hayward and trading for Kyrie Irving. Yeah. But unfortunately, Doug's prediction not quite coming true. It did, like I said, a few months later, and it would have been right on the money, but unfortunately, just not in that next month or two. Now we move on to this gentleman sitting here to my right, Kyle.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
By the way, for those of you keeping score at home, Doug was 1 for 3 on his predictions.
Okay.
So,
I guess the last one you can almost go 50-50.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah,
it was like the time.
And I was sort of debating back and forth which way to go with that one, but,
If we just scratched out the whole month or two thing, then we would have probably given him the...
Yeah, we would, yeah. Point. But... Sorry, Doug.
Oh well.
We're hard people.
Hardcore. I'm sorry.
Hardcore judges. Even though we're not really judges.
No, we're not.
Anyway,
we make terrible judges.
Yeah. Some of us worse than others. But so now moving on to Kyle's predictions. Kyle's first prediction was that the Patriots would win the Super Bowl. And sure enough, even though it was a very interesting Super Bowl, the Patriots did, in fact, win the Super Bowl. So, Kyle, good job.
Thank you.
You nailed that one, even though it was a little bit more stress-invoking Super Bowl than we would have liked. But it didn't look like that was going to be correct for a while. And then, they just went and made a 25-point comeback. No big deal.
No big deal.
Yeah.
The one thing I did not predict was that it would be an even more of a nail-biter, arguably, than the one 2 years ago. So
yeah.
that was
Yeah, no, it may have been a more exciting game than the one 2 years ago.
And the one 2 years ago was really exciting.
That one was pretty good. Yeah, it was an epic Super Bowl.
Yeah. There you go.
So, but congratulations on nailing that prediction. Your second prediction was that the Montreal. We were talking about the Montreal Canadiens earlier, and your second prediction
best
was
hockey team ever.
I'm gonna hurt you. Was that the Canadians? sorry, folks. Sorry. Momentary, just.
This is the rated MA version of On a Couch where it gets really violent, where we just beat up each other for the whole.
Yeah. But his second prediction was that the Montreal Canadiens would make the playoffs in 2017, and sure enough, they did make it to the playoffs. I think they may have lost in the first or second round, but they did make it. So
that's okay.
Gotta give credit where credit's due. Just like when you predicted on the spot, that the Canadiens would beat the Bruins in 7 games in the playoffs a few years back. You were also correct on this one. So again, congratulations. And then Kyle's third prediction, which is sort of was piggybacking off of one of Doug's predictions, that he also said the Red Sox would win the World Series. Yeah. Unfortunately, that was incorrect.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. Sometimes you can't win them all. But you did get 2 out of 3. You did.
Sweet.
That's not bad.
I'll take it.
It's it would be like a C on a test. But hey,
like
it is what it is. Yeah.
Same grade as my art history grade. That's the truth, by the way. That's I'm not
the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you saw my report card, junior year of college, art history was not my favorite class.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I don't care.
I'm sorry.
I really don't care. I just want to leave that class. That was really it. I'm glad I didn't get an F.
True. Always look on the bright side of life.
Exactly.
Always look on the bright
side of life.
Sorry, but by the way, if you saw on Facebook, Kyle attempted a rendition of Winter Wonderland. I mean,
he did pretty good, but mine was
you
more
literally you said. Let me put it this way: you sang about half of Winter Wonderland.
Yeah, I think my parts were mostly Winter Wonderland.
Yeah, seriously, I think you were just sort of trying to listen to me and like singing what I was singing.
Much,
yeah. Sorry, it happens. All right, so now moving on to my predictions.
Ooh.
So we've had 1 of 3. We've had 2 of 3. Can we make it now 3 of 3?
Let's see.
So for me, my first prediction was a similar prediction to one Kyle made. I said the Patriots would also win the Super Bowl, which was correct.
There you go.
So good for me. Give ourselves both a pat on the shoulder.
There you go.
Yeah, pat on the back. My second prediction was that the Celtics were going to win a playoff series, which they did. They actually won 2 playoff series, advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals. So definitely nailed that one. I just figured with the upward trek of the team the couple years before, that it was finally time for them to break through and win at least 1 playoff. Seriously, it didn't start off well. I will say against Chicago, they got down 2-0, and all hope looked lost. And then they battled back and got the job done. So
redeemed themselves. That's good.
Yeah. So I was correct about that. And then my last one, which is a little bit tough pill to swallow. I said that John Farrell would still be the manager of the Boston Red Sox when the calendar turned to 2018. Now, he was still the manager when the 2017 regular season ended back in October, but unfortunately, he was fired shortly after the season ended. So, unfortunately, my prediction that he would still be the manager right now did not come true.
You were close. You were really close.
I should have said that he would still be manager at the end of the regular end of the regular season, in which case I would have nailed it. But it happens. Sometimes you got to go out on that ledge, and I thought the Red Sox were going to be a lot better due to the talent that they had acquired than they were, and it just was not meant to be. So it is what it is. So yeah, I got 2 out of 3 as well.
All right,
so again, quick recap. Doug, again, 1 out of 3. Kyle, 2 out of 3, and me, 2 out of 3. So we didn't do terrible, but we weren't perfect. But sometimes you're not going to be perfect. Perfection is something that is very rarely achievable.
To me, it's a myth. Perfection's a myth.
You can't be perfect. There's always going to be issues.
Yeah.
Like when in a football game, you're never going to play a perfect game. You're always going to have 1 or 2 plays at least where you make a mistake or something like that. It could be a small mistake, like a false start or something like that. I mean,
exactly. Just like you're never going to write a perfect book, you're never going to make a perfect movie. There's always going to be perfection. I feel like it's really in the beholder. It's like the eye of the beholder. I think.
Exactly. I think that's a great way to put it. Yeah. If you deem yourself as perfect, then something's
not perfect about you.
You might want to take another look in that mirror. But so we hope if anyone out there made sports predictions for 2017, we hope they came true, and we'd love to hear about them. So drop us a comment, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Yep, I'm on the Insta.
I'm on Insta too.
Yeah, Robbie's using more.
Yeah,
and unlike me with Twitter, which I haven't used.
You never have posted a single tweet, so stop trying to make it seem like you actually have any activity whatsoever on Twitter. You don't.
I literally
don't. Never. You literally, it's about as dormant as just yeah, it's not good.
as it's about me being on Twitter is about as dormant as there being a possibility for a Battlefield Earth sequel. It's not gonna happen.
It's about as imperfect as the idea of being perfect.
Yeah, which is making Battlefield Earth, because that movie is far, 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 far from perfect. It's far from anything.
All right.
Anyways.
Anyway, before we go down completely down that rabbit hole, so now we're going to wrap things up with our final 2017 edition of our monologues. I mean, it's amazing that it's come to the end of another year. I'm going to go first, if that's okay.
Go ahead, man.
And, sometimes, even though it pains you to do, you have to give credit where credit is due to an opponent or a player that you just really don't necessarily like or and that's me and Kelly Olynyk of the Boston Celtics. Well, no, he used to be on the Boston Celtics. Now he's on the Miami Heat. Never really liked him. It just wasn't really didn't really seem as like a tough player, just was kind of there, didn't really do a whole lot. And I gotta be honest, a part of it is the fact that I have a good friend, not gonna name any names, who literally is obsessed with Kelly Olynyk and literally likes to try to compare him to Michael Jordan. Yeah, believe me, it's not.
I don't really think you can compare anyone to Michael Jordan, to be honest.
I mean, there are players that you can compare to Michael, like LeBron James. You can compare to Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah,
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah,
but not Kelly
Olynyk.
Olynyk. Like Kelly Olynyk is literally a bench player on now on the Miami Heat who is not that good. But I do have to give him credit for 2 games. One was Game 7 of last year's Eastern Conference semifinals when he was with the Celtics against the Washington Wizards, where he scored, I think it was 27, 28 points to help the Celtics advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. And 2, as much as I hate to say it, was last night when the Miami Heat came into TD Garden and beat the Celtics by 1 point, 90-89, and Kelly Olynyk had 29 points in the victory.
Wow.
He had 32 points in the victory.
Whoa, really?
So I just want to say, Kelly, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on, a good effort. Still don't think you're a good player, and still glad that the Celtics shipped you out of town. Well, actually, no, you signed with Miami, but I mean, I'm glad the Celtics didn't re-sign you, and yeah, that's about all I have to say on that.
Right.
Anyway, yep, that's me and Kelly Olynyk in a nutshell right there. All right. Anyway, Kyle, you got anything for us to wrap up the year 2017?
Once again, I'll say this one thing. Once again, I'm going to be at the 2 Patriots games coming up, if you hadn't heard from last episode, or
the episode before that,
the episode. So I'll be there if you guys want to hang out, chat. I'll be there, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and just I'll bring my saxophone.
Let's go, Pats! Unbelievable victory last weekend against Pittsburgh. Now they're in the driver's seat for yet another top seed in the AFC. So these games are both very important. So I hope you enjoy.
Yeah,
I really do.
Thank you. And
I'll be watching from afar, but still.
You'll be in the nice, comfy, cozy part of your house, whereas me, I'll probably be in the cold. But we'll both be in different states. But that's okay. Sometimes people say being cold it's a state of mind. Friend told me that.
No, it literally is being cold.
Just, I don't want to think about it that way. It's just a state. Yeah, I mean, technically you're right.
But like I said, I hope you enjoy the game.
Thank you.
And hope the Patriots win both of them.
Hopefully they do. And if I see anyone, stop by and I'll play you some saxophone in the tailgate and we'll see you at the game.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this final 2017 edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. Again, on behalf of Kyle and myself, I just want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas,
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
Hanukkah if you've already celebrated Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and really, in all honesty, hope everyone has a safe and happy holiday season and a safe and happy new year. And we cannot wait to see you guys again in 2018 for more exciting on a couch talking sports action. I'm very
New
much
year,
looking forward to it.
New sports. Well, I mean,
Yeah, I
the
guess.
same sports, but new games.
takes. Yeah,
New
new
takes.
takes, yeah. All right. So, one final time in 2017. He's Kyle. I'm Robbie. He's got a tube. We will see you next time again here on I Couch Talking Sports. Goodbye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.